What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite cancer-causing appliance, Microwave. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at Alibi, one of the new Italian defending operators for the Operation DLC Para Bellum. Last season, we got Lion and Finca, which were the two attackers, and this season, we're getting Maestro and Alibi, which are going to be two defenders. So let's check out the trailer. After that, I'll be giving you guys my opinions of whether or not she'll enter the meta. Let's go, Alibi!
Illusions are fatal. If you waver, you're mine. If you pick wrong, you're mine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what did you guys think about the new operator Alibi with her whole holographic kind of weird stuff? It appears here in the video that there's going to be 3 of them. Maybe you hit a button, 3 of them spawn, and you kind of guess which one is the real one. And if you don't get it right, according to the leaks, I don't really talk about leaks here on this channel a lot, but apparently if you do not get the right one, you shoot the wrong hologram, then it will mark you kind of like Lion. It'll show where you are if you shoot them. Now, I'm not really sure how this will fit in the meta. It's going to be kind of different. I'm going to explain a little bit more later at the end of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what Ubisoft said about her and her bio. So apparently picking Alibi is an invitation for a battle of wits with your opponent. This defender is all about finding clever ways to force the attacker's hand. Any hesitation comes at a heavy price. Now basically the whole story goes that she grew up with her father. She used her connections with her family to go ahead and take down some organized crime from within. She got 2 gold medals at for 2 divisions and stuff like that, and she was recruited from the police and worked her way up. And I really like how they're giving more stories to the operators. That was something that was really lacking at the beginning. It was kind of the bio, but now it's in the game. They're showing it off, and I really like that. I really do miss how they did the whole videos for the Polish operators. That was really well done. And we also got an image earlier on Mother's Day, which was actually yesterday, Zophia holding a baby. I'm gonna put that on the screen here, and I think that's really cool how they're getting the operators more in-depth characteristics, and it kind of shows their personalities. Because Jaeger's kind of goofy, kind of funny, and also deadly, but you've also got operators that are kind of quirky or really mean and don't really care and just want to get the job done. And I really like to know that because I play this game all the time, and no understanding some of the characters and some of the stories, like when Ying was dating Echo, just stuff like that I really enjoy. So thank you, Ubisoft, for giving us another background on these new operators. So Alibi apparently is gonna kind of shapeshift into 3 people-ish. That's what it appears to be. It's not confirmed. This is just me speculating here. And if you guess the wrong one, according to the leaks, she's going to mark you kind of like Lion. So if you shoot the wrong hologram, boom, you're marked. And what do you do, right? Now I was kind of hoping something like Halo, where you press a button and a hologram runs directly where you're looking, and it just keeps running, and then somebody shoots it, it disappears, and it moves the aiming down sights away from you. So while they're shooting the hologram, you could peek them and get the kill. That's what I was kind of hoping for, but it appears that they're going to be standing still. Again, this is all speculation. There might be somebody that knows some more about it, but this is what I know according to some of the leaks that I've read and according to what's on the video. Now it appears she's going to be a 3-speed 1-armor operator. She's going to be fast as fuck. She's got the SMG. She's got all this good stuff going on. But the real question is, will she enter the meta? Well, now we know for a fact that the history tells us that the pros generally love to use 3-speed operators because it's harder to hit, right? And they're kind of smaller. They're not as big and bulky like Rook and Doc and Echo. Now, if you could place these holograms somewhere, on a doorway and they don't move, I'm not quite sure if they'll be used. I mean, it seems kind of gimmicky. It will give you a millisecond heads up, for like lower ranked people and stuff like that. But pros will be able to know whether or not that's a real person because they're not leaning, they're just standing still, right? So again, we don't know if they're going to be, leaning or moving. It doesn't show that in the video, and there's no video confirmation anywhere on the internet that I've seen. So going back to the question, will she enter the meta? And I'm really not sure about this operator. Generally, with every DLC, I kind of hit on the head. I expect, Legion to be a big operator. I expected Mira to be a huge operator, not so much Jackal. Jackal's going to be kind of the pick, The pros generally lean toward operators where they can do set it and forget it gadgets. Again, Jaeger, Bandit, Mira, stuff like that, where they could just put it down and just go frag and just, or hold angles and try to be supportive with their team while their gadget just does anything at once, really. And this is kind of what goes on with this. Now, Maestro apparently is supposed to have some turret he can get on his camera, maybe shoot, zap people with, which is you're actively using. So if you die, you can't use it, right? But this, it appears to me, just off this and some of the rumors that I've been hearing, is that you put the holograms on the ground and they kind of just sit there until somebody shoots them, then it marks them. And if that's the case, she could possibly be used, but again, it's going to be very situational, and situational is not something that's going to be consistently used throughout the game. Again, going back to what I said with Jaeger, you put his ADS down, you are good to go at that moment. You do not need to worry about anything else but fragging and supporting your team through roaming, you know, killing time, or just, again, fragging. So I'm wondering what operators would essentially be taking out so she could fit into it, and I'm not really sure which ones. I mean, Vigil is pretty great right now. Now you might be wondering, Microwave, why is Vigil so great? Because he wastes time, right? You can actually see him with your scope, but you can't see him with drones, and it's not necessarily the sneaking part. It's the hard part about Vigil in the Pro League is that it's hard to lock down. You know he's in a room, he might be upstairs, he might be downstairs, but you know he's somewhere close, and you can't pinpoint that with drones. So right now, Vigil's really, really high, first of all, because he has, you know, 2 SMGs, which is pretty nice. You know, he could just, you know, switch his weapons, keep going. Now I'm not sure what secondary weapons she has. Again, I haven't been doing a whole bunch of research on this and, you know, delving down. I'm sure a whole bunch of YouTubers out there have been looking at it, but it really doesn't seem to me that she will be taking anybody's spot. So going back to her holograms, again, if they don't move and they just kind of sit there maybe for 30 seconds or even not throughout the whole game, they're not really going to be that useful, because again, a drone's going to be, you know, looking out. They're like, oh, there's an Alibi that's not moving here in this corner. Yeah, that's a fake one, don't worry about it, right? And what do you do then? It's kind of useless, right? So we don't know how many she gets, we don't know how they're used, we don't know if they move, we don't know if they run, but according to the trailer, it doesn't seem like she's going to be really entering the meta unless her gun is godlike. But yeah, that's my pre-launch assumption. I don't think she'll enter the meta in the Pro League. Maybe she might be situational for some maps, or she might be kind of like Caveira, where she's a pub smasher, you know, she just wrecks everybody in some of the ranks, you know, the golds, the platinum ranks, but I just don't see her really fitting into the Pro League. But I could be wrong. I'm excited to play her. I don't know when the test servers are going to be running up with her, but make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, and I'll be showing you guys all the new content as soon as it gets uploaded by Ubisoft. I appreciate the love, boys. Make sure you guys subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I'm gonna make some noise so he doesn't know you're there. Oh!